What's going on, folks? Today I want to quickly talk about two moves that I use very often, and they complement my swing shot or curve shot application in battle, and I've already seen some of the old veterans use this here and there as well. So let's go over it so everybody's familiarized with it and can easily apply it themselves whenever they recognize the opportunity to do so. So the left side shot, if you haven't already noticed, is much like doing a back A, but that left hemisphere can also be activated whenever wall rushing in the crouch against the wall to one's 3 o'clock, or whenever activating the dodge shot on the wall to the right of them as well. Check it out. If you notice here in these types of scenarios where I have a cover item concealing me, someone's approaching me, I have the habit of facing right for two reasons: to conceal the long barrel of my weapon from sticking out at the end, and because it makes it easier to pop off that first shot with the right hemisphere by just taking a step back. Shot timing always taking place, basically trying to shoot almost at the same time as I would expect a shot at me. Remember, I put myself in their shoes and I would think, the most likelihood of being shot at in that scenario, going for natural counters. And the reason why as well is because of the huge potential that a dodge shot will actually work. A type of matrix dodge is what it is. I'll cover more about matrix dodging in another video with several clips to show how to apply the dodge shot at the right times to help avoid getting headshotted by long shots and bars and torque bows. Same thing in this 2v1 scenario. Dodge shot to wall rush to the rear, all to activate that left side of the death bubble. The Carmine that comes in actually gets the X slash treatment coming up, which I'm getting ready to talk about in a few seconds, and it's just to basically show you the windows of opportunity, how they arise depending on the environment. We don't always have an object super close to us that we may choose to dodge shot to, and an alternative type of shooting maneuver would be required. Either the quick aim shot, that LT, RT, or whatever you guys like to call that. I would go for curve shots over anything personally, because it really helps in checking out what other opponents might be to one's left or right, and automatically makes us a smaller or erratic target and harder to shoot target in general. Now, if you take a look here, I didn't face right when confronting that left side target, only because that object was too small and I had targets on both sides, so there was no choice but to let them know I'm there and go for the best timing and counter shooting I could possibly do. Take a look over here, I go for the dodge shot wall bounce cancel, then turn my camera angle to the right, which swings my left activated hemisphere to the proper placement where my target is at. I immediately switched it up to that actual classic dodge shot to wall rush special. And over here in Icebound, I go for the 45-degree wall bounce cancel, not touching the wall, and I'm able to activate that left side with full precision due to the close parameters of my target walking or rushing into my left. And not so much different here in this scenario, dodge shot wall rush with really not any kind of kinetic energy, but the same inputs come into play in order to, again, activate that left side hemisphere. Alright, so at this point you guys can see that the potential for consistent use of this technique is beneficial to add to one's shooting technique palette of close quarters combat, and is not limited to just Nasher use. Any weapon you use upon that left hemisphere activation will shoot that weapon's round to the left side of the death bubble, making it a guaranteed play for those who strategically like to stay on the move and go for something different than simply shoot from the standing like the old quick aim shot or hard aim shooters out there. Alright, so this is the last example here I'm about to show you before we cover the X-Slash for a super brief moment. Just trying to add consistent visuals so you copy ninjas out there can do what you do best and seize the opportunity for growth and improvement in your Nasher, or like I said, overall abilities, since it's not just limited to Nasher utility. Just like you read it, folks, but could not see it, it's curving shots and going from right to left, or vice versa. And yes, it's about the flattest X's you can create. But you can actually draw it an X if you want to, but the idea is not to overdo it on the camera angle adjustments. Just to simply keep track of the target's location. I mean, if the target is within that death sphere parameter reach, then yeah, you know what? One shot finish them. You can have at it, exaggerate as much as you like. You're able to be more situationally aware at that point. Alright, sweet. Not that much on the X-Slash, you get the idea. And left side shot as well. Hopefully you guys try it out against me. Shit, I would love to see that. Good luck, man. Laters.